Students, we are learning lesson number 7, lenses. And in this lesson, before this we have studied ray diagrams or images formed by the convex lens, images formed by the concave lens. So that point we have studied, but now we are going to study next concept, next point, and that one is the sign conventions for the lenses. So sign conventions are important for the object distance, image distance, object height, image height, focal length. So for all these concepts, sign conventions are most essential, and that sign conventions are useful for solving the problems based on these lenses or mirrors. Also you can solve that problem based on the mirrors, you can solve the problem based on the lenses, but you have to use sign conventions properly. So you have to understand that one. But before this, before going to the main point, that one sign conventions for the lenses, I am going to revise one part, that one is their sign conventions for the spherical mirrors. So first of all I will explain that one, and then we will go to our main point. So Cartesian sign conventions, Cartesian sign conventions for spherical mirrors, spherical mirrors. So if you understand for the spherical mirror, then it is very easy to understand for the lenses. So that's why I am taking the revision of that one. So what you have to do for the spherical mirrors, there are two types of the mirrors. First one is their concave mirror is there, second one is their convex mirror is there. Concave mirror is the converging mirror, and convex mirror is their diverging mirror. So whatever mirror will be there, for that sign conventions are similar. So what you have to do in case of the sign convention, first of all I will draw the diagram. Suppose this one will be principal axis. Principal axis is taken at the as a x-axis. Then suppose you will place one mirror here, and in case of mirror here will be pole. Suppose this one is there, concave mirror is there, concave mirror is there, suppose concave mirror. Then outer surface is polished, so inner surface is reflecting. So here will be center of curvature, here will be focus. So like this way diagram will be there. But in the Cartesian sign conventions, we are taking pole at the origin, pole at the origin of the Cartesian sign convention. Pole you are taking at the origin, and principal axis you are taking as a x-axis. Principal axis is taken as a x-axis. So you can take like this way, here will be y-axis will be like this. But now what are the sign conventions? So distances, all the distances are measured from the pole of the mirror. I am speaking only about mirrors now, later on I am going to take for the lenses. So pole, midpoint of the mirror is called as a pole, and that pole is taken at the origin. So distances, all the distances are measured, all the distances parallel to the principal axis, parallel to the principal axis, to the forward, backward, front side, back side, that distances are measured from the pole. So distances which are to the right of the pole, these are taken as a positive. Distances to the right, distances to right of pole, right of pole are positive. Distances to the left of pole, distances to the left of the pole, left of the pole, these are negative. Distances below to the principal axis, distances below to principal axis, these are taken as a negative. distances perpendicularly above the principal axis, distances above principal axis, above principal axis are positive. So you have to remember this one. At the origin, pole will be there, x-axis will be as a principal axis will be taken as x-axis, distances are measured from the pole, and the distances to the right of the pole, these are taken positive, distances to the left of the pole, these are taken negative, distances below to the principal axis, these are negative, distances above the principal axis, these are positive. And another one thing you have to remember, and that one is that object is always kept towards the left of the pole. You have to keep object always towards the left of the pole. So this side you are keeping object. So what are the sign convention? In the points we'll write. First thing is there pole. Pole P is taken at the origin. It is taken at the origin. Second one is the principal axis. Principal axis is taken as x-axis. All distances parallel to principal axis are measured from the pole. Then distances to the right of the pole are positive, and distances to the left of the pole are taken as negative. Fifth one is the distances above principal axis. Distances above principal axis are taken positive, and below principal axis are taken negative. And last 6 point is there. You have to remember, object is always kept to the left of the pole. Object is always kept to the left of the pole. So object distance always you are taking negative. It is to the left of the pole, that means it is always negative. And another 2 points are there. That one I will rub this one and I will write here. That at 1 point only we'll do in that. So what is the next point? 7th point is there, and that point is there focal length or concave mirror and convex mirror. So what is the focal length? That one will see. 7th point is there focal length for concave mirror is negative, and focal length for convex mirror is positive. This sign convention you have to remember. Same sign conventions are there for the spherical lenses. So for that only, for that comparison only, I have taken this one revision. Then now we'll study our main important point, that one is the Cartesian sign conventions for the lenses. Cartesian sign convention for the lenses. So what are the Cartesian sign conventions? Where will be the terms? First you should remember which are the terms related to the lenses. So the terms you have to remember. So next point is the Cartesian sign conventions. Cartesian sign conventions for spherical lenses. So what are the sign conventions that one will take? First we will draw the diagram and then we will write the points with the help of diagram. So what you have to do, you have to take first principal axis. Principal axis you will take as a x-axis. Suppose your lens is there, convex lens is there, and if you will join these 2 points, this one will be your y-axis, but here will be your optical center. Here will be your optical center, and this one is their principal axis. Principal axis. Principal axis you are taking as a x-axis. You are taking as a x-axis. Then after that, what are the next sign conventions? In that, object is always placed to the left of the optical center. There you are saying, in the mirrors you are saying object is always placed to the left of the pole, and here we are saying object is always placed to the left of the optical center. Again, distances, all the distances parallel to the principal axis, all the distances parallel to the principal axis, these are measured from the optical center. These are measured from the optical center. These are measured from the optical center. Next thing is there, distances to the right of the optical center, these are taken as a positive. Distances to the left of the optical center, these are taken as a negative. Distances perpendicular to the principal axis, above the axis, distances perpendicular to the principal axis above, these are taken as a positive, and distances perpendicular to the principal axis below, these are taken as a negative. These are taken as a negative. Another thing is there, focal length for convex lens. Now this one is the convex lens. So focal length for convex lens is, focal length is there positive, and focal length for the concave lens is negative. So all these points we have to remember. So what you are going to do, all the distances are measured from the optical center. So distances to the right of the pole, these are taken as a positive. Distances to right of pole, these are positive. Distances to the left of pole, distances to the left, pole not there, optical center, here optical center, to the right of the optical center. So distances to the left of the optical center are taken as a negative. Distances above the principal axis, distances perpendicular and above the principal axis, distances above, these are taken as a positive. Distances below principal axis, these are taken as a negative. So what will be the sign convention? That one we are studying. Another thing is there, this one is there, converging lens. So focal length for that particular convex lens is positive, and for the concave lens it is negative. These points we have to see. And another diagram also you can draw. Same diagram is there for what you can say concave lens. So this one will be concave lens. Here will be optical center. Optical center will be at the origin. This one will be their principal axis, and it will be x-axis. Then distances to the right of the optical center, these are positive. Distances to the left of the optical center, these are negative. Distances above the principal axis, perpendicular and above the principal axis, these are positive. Distances below to the principal axis, perpendicular and below to the principal axis, these are negative. And a focal length for concave lens will be negative. It will be negative. So these diagrams you have to draw, and in words we'll write that points. So I will rub this side and I will write that particular points. So both diagrams you have to draw. You can draw that diagram from the textbook also. So what are the points related? That one I will see. First point is there. Optical center is taken at the origin. Second point, principal axis is taken as x-axis. Principal axis is taken as a x-axis. Next one is there, third point is there, object is always kept to the left of the optical center, or to the left of the lens. You can say to the left of the lens. Then next point is there. So point number 4 is there. Point number 4, all the distances parallel to the principal axis. Point number 4 is there. All the distances parallel to principal axis are measured from optical center. So all distances parallel, right side or left side, these are measured from the optical center is there. Next one is there, distances to the right of the optical center. Distances to the right of the optical center. Right of the optical center are taken positive. Fifth one, in that one you will write, and distances to the left of the optical center are taken negative. Sixth one is there. Sixth point is there. What you can say, distances above the principal axis. Distances perpendicular to perpendicular and above the principal axis. Perpendicular and above to the principal axis are taken positive. Then 7th point you can do, distances perpendicular and below the principal axis are taken as negative. Eighth point is there. What is the eighth point? So focal length, it is related to the focal length. Focal length for the convex lens. Focal length for convex lens is positive, and for concave lens is negative. So these are the sign conventions used for solving the problems, or to get the position of the object, to get the position of image. So for this we are using Cartesian sign convention. You have to remember this sign convention always. So next thing we are going to study, after this we are going to study about lens formula. I will drop this one. Next point is the lens formula. So what is the lens formula? If you are knowing object distance, if you are knowing image distance, if you are knowing focal length, so in between these three, in between object distance, image distance and focal length, there is a specific relationship, and one formula is showing that particular relationship, and that formula we are saying lens formula. So what is the lens formula? So in that lens formula, see, if you are knowing u is the object distance, if suppose first point will do, if u is object distance, v is image distance, or u is object distance, v is image distance, and f is focal length. Okay, so these are the terms. Now the formula showing relationship between, second point you can do here, the formula showing relation between object distance u, comma, image distance v, and focal length into bracket f of the lens is called lens formula, as a lens formula. So what is that particular lens formula? We'll see. Third one in that we'll write lens formula. So 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. So this is the relationship between object distance, image distance, and focal length. So this formula is called as a lens formula. 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v plus 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. So this one is the lens formula. And for mirror also same formula is there, mirror formula, just plus sign is there. But for lens formula, 1 upon f, that means 1 upon focal length is equal to 1 upon image distance minus 1 upon object distance. And one more point is there, fourth point you can do, you can write that fourth point is there, and that one is there. Lens formula is same for all the spherical lenses for any distances from the optical center. So lens formula is same for all the spherical lenses, and for all the object distances, you have to remember this one is the lens formula, and it is useful for all the lenses, After this next point we are going to study, and that one is their magnification. Next point is their magnification. So I will rub this one, and what is meant by magnification, that one we'll see. So magnification, for that, if you are knowing object height, image height, object distance, image distance, then it is also showing some relationship. So magnification you are showing by letter M. So next point is the magnification, and it is denoted by capital letter M. So what I mean by magnification, that one will see. So if you are knowing object height, suppose it is h1. If you are knowing image height, suppose it is h2, then you can take it is the ratio of, or magnification of the lens is the ratio of height of the image to the height of the object, and it is called as a magnification. So magnification, in that first point we will write, suppose h1 is the object height, h2 is image height, h1 is the object height, h2 is image height. Then second point you can write the magnification of lens, magnification of lens is the ratio of image distance to the object distance, So what is the magnification? Magnification of the lens is the ratio of image distance to the object distance, and for that you can write in the form of formula, f is equal to h2 upon h1. So it is equal to magnification, that means magnification is equal to image height, ratio of image height to the object height. So this is magnification. Another thing is there, third point we can write, if u is object distance, v is image distance, then the ratio of image distance to the object distance gives magnification of lens. Suppose you are taking magnification m, then m is equal to v upon u. M is equal to v upon u, and this one is their magnification. Suppose this one you will give number 1, this one you will give number 2. From 1 and 2, m is equal to h2 upon h1 is equal to v upon u. So you can write like this. So this one is the magnification of the lens. Magnification of the lens. So next point is there. That one is there. What you can say? Power of the lens. Power of the lens. So what is meant by power? That one will see. So you all write these points. Next point is there. Power of the lens. Power of the lens. Power of the lens. So what is meant by power? Power of the lens. It is the capacity of the lens to diverge or to converge the light rays. Power of the lens is the capacity of the lens to converge or to diverge the light rays. That power is, you are saying, that capacity you are saying, power of the lens. Power of the lens, it is denoted by the letter P. It is denoted by the letter P. Power of the lens depends upon focal length. Power of the lens depends upon focal length. Power of the lens is inverse of the focal length. Power of the lens is inverse of the focal length. That means P is equal to 1 upon F. Another thing is the unit of power is their diopter. Unit of power is their diopter. So that point we are going to write. So first point is there, the capacity of lens to converge or to diverge the light rays. Capacity of lens is, capacity of lens to converge or diverge the light rays is called power of the lens. Power of the lens. Power of the lens. Second thing is there, power of lens, you are denoting by the letter P. Power of the lens is denoted by the letter P. Third one is there, power of lens. Power of lens depends upon focal length. Focal length F. Then fourth one is there, power of lens. Power of lens is inverse of the focal length. Inverse of the focal length. Inverse of the focal length. That means power is equal to 1 upon F. Inverse of the focal length. Fifth point is there, unit of power. Unit of power of lens. Power of lens is diopter, and it is denoted by letter D. Diopter. So 1 diopter is equal to 1 upon 1 meter. 1 diopter is equal to 1 upon 1 meter. 1 upon 1 meter. So suppose in the defects of the eyes defects, we are going to study that one power. Which will be the power? What type of lens will be there then? Suppose if you are taking concave lens, concave lens you are taking, then focal length is negative, so diopter will come in negative. Diopter will come here, you are taking no minus sign you will take, so power will be negative. And whatever eye defects are there, defects in the vision, in that we are using lenses to correct that eye defect. So whenever your number will be there, when doctors are checking your number of eyes number, so if number is negative, they are giving concave lens to you, and if convex lens is given, then focal length will be there, focal length is positive. So and so doctor